I had a lot of good things to say, and then you
No,
cut me off. I was gonna go on a nice little spiel
no. I'd
about.
rather start
You know what is?
here.
Oh,
Rather start here.
I had a great answer for what was up.
What was up? Say it. Say it.
Chinese weather balloon.
What is that? I don't even know.
Wait, do you know about this?
No.
There was a Chinese weather balloon flying over America.
What?
It flew over. That's what my Instagram
Alright,
story.
we'll get into it in a
Yeah.
second. Welcome to fucking Movie Club, everybody.
Let's go.
We go again.
This is really the one right here.
This is the one.
This is the one. I played this a million times.
Me too.
Imagine life. Imagine life without me. It's so crazy time. You are the kind of
Circling through life without a piece of you.
Alright. But it's just so good. How am I supposed to cut this verse off?
Cut it off so we can talk about it. Quick pod today.
Round of applause for Yachty, man.
Round of applause.
Shout out him, man.
Dude, I mean, honestly, definitely shout out him.
That shit.
It's so it's been, I guess, like a week now that it's been out.
Yeah.
Let's Start Here, his
Yeah.
new LP.
Yeah. Exactly 8 days. Yeah.
What do you? All right, so I said 7.5, maybe an 8 out of 10. What are you giving it?
I probably give it a good 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 solid for me. You know
I
what I
think-
mean? I don't love every song on the album, but the songs I do love, like holy shit, and like even other ones like The Zone, like The Ride, Pretty, the intro's dope.
The intro's crazy.
Yeah, like
And I think if he pushed for this sound a little bit more, and did the things that he did right even better,
Yeah.
he could come out with a classic
yeah.
sounding album like this.
Yeah, I wonder if he is going to continue this. You know, because it was funny, right? It's really funny because like the Poland record, right? That had that funny little vibrato. It had that weird effect that was
Yeah.
kind of like some old effect that no one has really used in a while, and it was like the coolest shit ever. It was like a meme, you know what I mean? And then it became like a huge SoundCloud record. And it was just, it was like typical Yachty vibe, but it just had that little cool. But he uses that on this,
And it
a
sounds
lot.
sick.
And he even gets
I like it.
he even gets the girl on one of these songs on on Pretty. The girl on Pretty does it too as well. Like, he gets her voice doing it.
Yeah, I thought the vocal effects sounded cool.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of interesting discussion around the album, I feel like.
yeah,
I feel like sometimes people have been a little unfair to Yachty. I don't know.
yeah.
That they are sort of attacking him as if he is trying to say that him being a rapper wasn't being an artist enough.
Yeah.
And maybe he did kind of say that, but also I feel like it's like Bruce Springsteen was was making anthem rock, and then he did a folk album, folkish country album, Nebraska. And people have done that all the time where they go from rock to folk or from country
Yeah.
to something.
I mean,
So I think
Drake
it's
just did the fucking techno, and people kind of hated on that a bit. Beyonce just did the techno album.
yeah.
Like a lot of people just did that type of thing. You know what I mean? And just took one genre and fucking did it. And he kind of blends 2 or 3 genres.
Yeah.
You know?
But he definitely leans into the sound.
Yeah,
and it's
but
not
he
he's trying to be make it a explicitly hip hop album fused with that. He's more so trying to make the psych rock album.
Yeah. No, he did it well. I thought he did it great. You know what I mean? Like I said on a post, I thought this was a perfect blend of fusion. You know what I mean? Especially in hip hop.
Yeah.
A
And
lot
he
of times-
recruited the right people too.
Yeah.
He had Alex G on some of the stuff.
Yeah, really?
Tame
Alex
Impala,
G? Yeah, I knew Kevin
Chairlift
Parker.
people.
I knew Mac DeMarco.
Mac DeMarco had the people from Chairlift on it.
Damn, Alex G's on this album.
Yeah,
Holy
I think he
shit.
did all the guitars on that interlude song. Where,
Oh,
Yachty's
man.
being failure's not that bad, man. That means you tried, or whatever he says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
The Pitchfork review is interesting. I thought it was well written. The score was wrong though, but they had some interesting points.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't read it, but so I don't agree. I take that back. I take back that yeah, but
fair enough. But I thought it was cool. I'm confused if the cover art is AI art or somebody painted it to make it look like AI art.
I don't know.
Because Tyler, the Creator, at one point shared the creator of that album art's post on it, and that person's a painter. And so I was like, I think that the person's just painting AI art, like made a painting to look like AI art.
I
Um,
like that.
and I think that like
I
there
like
was
that.
something like interesting behind Yachty being like using it seemed like a board of music execs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just thought it was a cool artistic statement from Yachty.
It looks like kind of like political. If you
Yeah,
ask me, you
a
know
little
what I
bit
mean?
too. Like kind
Yeah.
of like brick in the wall, Pink Floyd
But
era.
I love that it's just kind of such a, like an abstract cover. Don't even really know what I mean. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Don't
And
know what
then,
you're getting into.
but the album, yeah, the album's great. You know what I mean? I saw that cover and I was like, that's an interesting cover. And you said
I
that,
texted you. All I said was Yachty's album's interesting.
yeah, you said Yachty's album's interesting, and I saw the cover like the same day, and then I didn't really put it together. I was like, oh wait, that was that Yachty album, that cover that I saw. And then the next day I just played it on Saturday, and I vibed through the whole thing, and I've only been playing certain songs back now.
Yeah, same
know,
here. Same
but
here.
there's,
That's
like-
like my main critique on it. There's some that I just didn't hit all the way.
But I think I think that there's a couple that turn me off, like partly through the failure interlude kind of turns me off. Like I like it when I'm listening to the whole album, you know what I mean? But in my just jamming at work, on the way home type shit, like it just kind of, makes me want to skip something. But then I go right to like the next one, like The
Yeah.
Zone, which is amazing. But I think the end of it is amazing too, like Reach the Sunshine and Should I Be, like I don't know, I just haven't played them enough.
No, I'll probably go back to a few times, but it was definitely fun. Like I listened to that like right off the bat on I think Thursday night, and so I was like texting a few people throughout Friday, and like everybody slowly throughout the weekend would just
Started
like,
hitting you back,
like what is going on with this
Yeah.
right now? I just loved the commitment to the sound, and I felt like he was called to do a certain kind of album, and he went for it, and that feels cool. And like
yeah.
I hope people see that and are more inspired to like do what they want to do instead of like what they think the algorithm wants them to do.
Yeah, because I saw him like on the top of like R&B charts and shit like that. Like he was like he's probably running like R&B playlists right now. You
Yeah.
know, and like
I mean,
just
I
other
hadn't seen
playlists that aren't hip hop.
I hadn't seen the internet react to an album like this in a while. Like between like TikTok and like Twitter and people just like talking about it. It definitely felt like the first big album of the year.
But it might have almost been like a bigger play for the algorithms. You know what I
no,
mean?
definitely
Like,
to like change it up so much.
yeah, it's like
I see what you're saying.
where like the mindset maybe not thinking about it, like doing what you're expected to do, but like it may have really changed the algorithm. Especially at a time where it's like, all right, maybe there's no R&B shit dropping, to where it's like
I see what you're saying.
the new Yachty album comes and it it gets all this eyes to it, where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's number one R&B right now, or whatever. Like I don't even know what the genre of the album was, but
I even just like the idea that like
it's
Yachty
alternative.
could be introducing kids to like psych rock, and like I feel like older people are instantly like oh, this is just watered down Tame Impala, but like the fact is like it could lead somebody to find out who Tame Impala is, and like
Yeah.
I don't know, you don't want to gatekeep sounds like that or like the music you love. So like I'm
Yeah.
excited that it could be like a gateway to people learning about new music.
Yeah, I think it's a great, it's a great bridge. Yeah, it's just a good bridging the gap between that type of music.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there are people that are just like, yo, I really do love this vibe, but like, I also love just like, just some simple like, like I like Lil Yachty. Like Lil Yachty is like interesting to me. I've always like enjoyed him.
He's
like,
a fun personality.
yeah, even like I just always like the way he writes too. Like I think he's kind of like, I don't know, he's just one of the kids I liked. You know what I mean? Like the SoundCloud era and.
Dude, I mean, like every time that one of the people do this from that class, I'm just reminded that 2016 freestyle section of like Yachty, Uzi, Kodak, 21, and Denzel like might be the greatest. Like
Yeah,
freshman
that is
class.
a pretty iconic
like if you think about what everyone's doing this year
yeah.
from that class,
Yeah, definitely from that class too, but also just
but from
one
that,
of the last
from
like,
that freestyle, you know what I mean? Like,
but also probably one of the last biggest freestyles ever. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? For
definitely.
the most part, like
I mean, you got 21 just dropped a collab album with
Yeah.
Drake. You have Uzi had his like big viral song,
yeah.
that dance one.
And there's some that's like there were some old ones that were like like Big Sean, Kendrick at the same, like a few like a few big names at the same time. You know what I mean? But that
Yeah.
one might be the one with like the ones that's like, oh, everybody is fucking pretty solid now
Yeah.
at this point. Like
I still laugh during like that freestyle when Kodak comes on. He's like,
Who the fuck made this little sorry ass beat? Like that shit. Yeah,
and like, yeah.
that shit's so great.
But shout out Yachty.
Yeah.
And it was like a great start for 2023, baby. Like,
Yeah, great, dude. This might be one of my, this is my favorite album of the year so far. I
Yeah,
mean, we only in
definitely.
February, but it's album of the year, baby.
it's album of the year. Let's go. And he had a cool rollout. It wasn't too over the top, but
Yeah.
everything was on brand.
You see Questlove's paragraph on it?
Yeah,
Questlove wrote a pretty cool paragraph on it.
people got excited about it.
Yeah.
And I don't think the sales matched like other eras of Yachty, but I think this one.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know if he's ever done good on sales.
He's had a few times where it's approached 100,000, but
Okay.
I think
What,
it
this
was like
didn't hit 100,000?
there's like 37.
Really?
Yeah, but that's not bad.
Yeah.
And like
But-
I think this is an album that will last longer.
Yeah. I was gonna
than
say
most
I almost want a
albums.
hard copy of this album. So it's like if there's
That's
a way,
what I'm saying.
there's a way to get a vinyl of this, like that. This would be